great deal of emotion right now, sense of accomplishment. Uh, got a special group in there, guys that play for each other, don't want to let one another down. Excuse me, don't want to let one another down. A tough battle today, as always, when it's the Steelers versus the Ravens. I take my hat off to that group, their players, coaches, and administrators. They bring the best out in us. It's a legitimate rivalry. We respect those guys, and it's always like that. You know it going in, and they're part of the reason that we are who we are, because iron makes iron sharp, and that is a tough crew. But we're happy, of course, to represent the AFC in Tampa, Florida in the Super Bowl. We respect this process. I just told that group we got miles to go before we sleep. Little Robert Frost, but it's part of it. We're excited about meeting those challenges, and we'll prepare like we always do, because we got something to do that we intended to address. It's not my story. It's our story. It's the story of the 2008 Steelers, and game location doesn't matter. We're excited about being in the Super Bowl, and look forward to getting down there and pursuing our ultimate goal. I was going to say their expectations are a little higher than that, but we get an opportunity to pursue that. For me, I'm just happy for all parties involved. I see the personal sacrifice that people and members of our team make on a daily basis for that to happen, and not just the players. The players are special, but support staff, training personnel, equipment, et cetera, medical team. It's a lot of sacrifice by a lot of people, and I'd be remiss if I didn't acknowledge that this is the Steelers story, not my story. We played these guys last year. They're a well-coached outfit. It's obvious that they got a great deal of belief in what they're doing. They're honed to a fine edge. They're playing great football. You don't get to this game unless you are. We respect them, but we also respect the process that we believe ready ourselves for combat. So we tend to focus on the things that we can control, and that's our preparation and ultimately our play with respect to those guys. We don't have a crew that blinks that much. It was like it always is. 30 minutes down, 30 minutes to go. We could be going to Tampa. We could be going home. And it's just that. We live one snap at a time, and the mood was pretty crisp. Guys were communicating. We realized that we had some critical work in front of us.
Really tough. Got to give them a lot of credit. They're a great defense. Showed us a lot of different looks. I like the way our offensive line responded, when we had to, when identifying, picking things up, and making plays when we needed to. It's always that way. I mean, that's what this is a 12-round slugfest. I mean, it's always these two teams, and we always go at it, and it's always violent from start to finish. I was ready when I was taking the knee at the end. You never know, somebody might fire off the ball, but we hope that Willis is okay. Keep him in our prayers, and him and his family. I know how scary that is. I almost, I started to get a little emotional when I saw him down there in the cart coming out, but that's the nature of this rivalry. That's Troy. I mean, he comes out of nowhere, and I actually thought he overran the ball, and even if he would have batted it down, it would have been great. And he just kind of reaches back, makes the play, and when Troy starts running with the ball, you never know what's going to happen. And I was just so happy that he scored. We're a team. There's not offense, there's not defense, there's no special teams. We're one. We say it. Been saying it for a couple weeks now. We're a band of brothers, and we want to fight for each other. Nothing. We let nothing come between us. No adversity. Nothing. Well, it's always this way when we play the Ravens. I mean, got to give them credit. They're a hard-hitting football team. It was smash mouth. We really couldn't get the run going, and we just had to persevere. I'm proud and happy for Coach Wiz and Coach Russ and Coach Spence. You know what? It's going to be fun to play them again. They beat us last time I played them at their place last year, and you know what? It's going to be a fun match, I'm sure.